Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining Yoho Talk. My name is Jed Lai. I'm a co-founder of Yoho Care, and Carrie is my partner. Today, I'm going to present smart technology for seniors. Well, the Social Security Administration defines a senior as a person whose age is 65 or above. According to the Census Bureau, in 2014, 14.5%, or more than 46 million of people lived in the United States were aged 65 or above. In this talk, I'm going to mention common problems faced by the elderly, describe smart technology, and explain how smart devices can help seniors. Before digging into the smart technology, here is a quiz for you. This slide shows a beautiful photo of a section of a house. Imagine you are a senior and are currently living in this house. What kind of challenges might you be facing day to day? Or think about any potential issues that might affect your daily living. And then point out spots on this photo to indicate the potential issues. Let's pick an example. Do you notice that there's a pair of shoes lying on the stairs? If you misstep on this pair of shoes, you might be slipping and falling on the floor. Can you think of some potential issues that would happen when we become a senior? Let's look at each issue from the right-hand side towards the left-hand side. As mentioned earlier, we are likely to fall on the floor when we accidentally step on this pair of shoes. The second potential issue is house cleaning related. The third one is medication. Then, loneliness, especially the house will be occupied by you and your spouse. For the safety part, fire, water, and gas leak will be concerns to many of us. In addition, the house may be not too comfortable whenever the temperature is too high or too low. Last but not least, a senior person may not realize that he or she has been wandering outside the house, and the person might forget how to get home. Obviously, there are also other concerns that have not yet been captured on this slide. No worry, we will talk about them in this talk as well. Here is the outline of the talk. I will briefly describe the Internet of Things, a phrase that everyone has been hearing a lot lately. After that, let's look at some smart devices that can help seniors tackle daily challenges such as fall, house cleaning, home safety, and security. Finally, we will also see how smart technology can be used to address transportation and health-related issues. We have seen some potential issues each senior might be facing at home. You may be wondering, what can we do to address these potential issues? Since we are talking about smart technology, you must know the answer by now. Correct. The answer is to use smart technology, especially the one that is for the senior or their family members. How many of you have heard the term Internet of Things? To put it simply, the Internet of Things let us connect different devices to the Internet and share information with the others. Internet connectable devices are generally called smart devices. Basically, smart devices can assist users and improve their quality of life. For example, many of you may have TVs that can connect to the internet. You can launch apps, watch streaming videos, and etc. Well, you may ask, how can smart devices help the senior? One important feature is information sharing. Let's say a smart medicine bottle will notify you that it's time to take medicine. A smart wearable devices will constantly keep track of your vital signs, such as blood pressure and heartbeat rate. A smartphone will provide your global positioning system or GPS location to your loved ones so that they will know where you are in case you get lost. So far, I'm talking about the smartphone and smart wearables. What about smart homes? Is it something like a home with devices that are connected to the internet so that information is shared among the family members? Exactly. By connecting smart devices to the internet, by allowing the family members to share the information and controlling the devices, a smart home will provide comfort, security, efficiency, and convenience to home users. Let's take two examples here. Let's say you are not home. You can use your smartphone to see the outside of your house via a surveillance camera. You can also turn on a heater or air conditioning 30 minutes before arriving home. Smart homes improve quality of life, and smart devices becomes cost effective as technology always improves day by day. According to the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 above falls each year. Falls are the leading cause of fatal injury and the most common cause of non-fatal trauma-related hospital admissions among older adults. The primary causes of falls are reduced strength as we get older. We have bone loss and muscle tissue loss. Sometimes we might not even realize that we become weak. For example, I used to be able to hold a vacuum cleaner, use my one hand for half an hour. Suddenly, the vacuum cleaner becomes so heavy that I fall. Sometimes falls just happen by accident. For example, while walking, the senior slips on a banana peel. To tackle falls, a smart wearable device with fall detection technology will help. Sensors will detect whether there's a sudden motion and a sudden drop in the height. The device will then ask the user whether she's okay. If the user does not respond, the device will enter an emergency or SOS mode by calling someone. Surprisingly, many seniors fall from the bed while sleeping. Blood pressure monitor device will detect whether a senior is sleeping or not by constantly measuring the pressure. Another way is to install a smart camera in the bedroom. Whenever a movement is detected, the camera app will notify the users, usually your loved ones, such as your children or your grandkids. However, you may have a privacy concern that your kids or grandkids can look at you while you're sleeping. As mentioned earlier, the primary causes of falls are reduced strength as we get older. Seniors might find it difficult to do house cleaning, especially for tasks that involve body movements. Imagine I need to sweep and vacuum the floor. First, I need to raise my body, lean down, hold a vacuum cleaner. And do you know that There are robot weapons and robot mobs available. Some of them are smart devices that you can control via a smartphone app. These robot devices will definitely improve your quality of life by helping you clean the floor. Alternatively, you may call home care services. There are companies providing online schedule via their website or smartphone app as well. Home safety is also a big issue to the seniors. Three major elements everyone is aware of: fire, water, and gas. Let's look at them one by one on the following slides. Many places could catch fire in the home. Stove fires during cooking may be a common one in our mind. In fact, some people smoke. They may fall asleep and cigarette falls on the bed or carpet. Some people like to burn cinder candles to keep the house smelling good. Basically, any unattended burning thing is a potential fire hazard. Cooking, smoking, and burning candles are directly involving human beings. There are causes that may not involve humans, such as faulty electrical wire. Imagine you have been living in a house for 30 to 40 years or longer. Some wire might have become faulty. Some wire might be bitten by rodents such as mice and squirrels. To prevent fire or to be alerted whenever there's a fire, each house should have smoke detectors installed. Do you know that whenever a house fire occurs, occupants are dying not because of the fire, but the smoke? If you find that your loved one has memory loss, it might be a good idea to have a motion sensor and camera in the kitchen area so that whenever there's a movement, you can be notified via a smartphone app. Finally, it is always a good idea to have a fire extinguisher near the kitchen area. However, if the fires become large, don't bother to put the fire using the fire extinguisher. Remember, it is the smoke that kills, not the fire. In this case, it's better to run away from the house. Call 911 and let firefighters to take care of the fire. Another home safety issue is water leak. Small water leaks may not be easy to identify at the very beginning. On the other hand, small water leak issues lead to big plumbing problems. The cause of water leak may be leaking faucets, faulty seal, or damaged pipes or hoses. Luckily, water leak detectors are available. These detectors have sensors to detect water, humidity, or temperature. For the smart devices, they will also notify you whenever something abnormal happens. In addition, a simple and easy way to detect water leaks by yourself is to monitor the water bill and usage. However, this may not work well if you have forgotten to turn off a running faucet for hours. The last home safety issue we want to talk about is gas leak. The leak may be caused by seal corrosion, disconnected pipes, or clogged exhaust. Sometimes one may turn on a gas stove and doesn't see the fire, but then goes to the bathroom or bedroom. Again, there are detectors that can help detect the gas leaks. In fact, each house is required to have carbon monoxide alarms, especially the carbon monoxide is odorless and colorless. Okay, let's look at home security. How many of you feel unsafe when you're at home? And how many of you feel unsafe when not at home? Recently, people are talking about their stolen delivery packages. Online shopping's become very convenient. You just need to go to a browser and click, click, click. 2 days later, your package is delivered. Unfortunately, we have people stealing packages that are sitting in front of the door. To tackle this problem, you may consider installing a security camera or smart doorbell. These devices will notify you whenever movements are detected, such as people walking toward the door. In case a package is stolen, you can file a police report and send the recording videos to the authority. Hopefully, this will provide evidence to find the offenders. When we get older, our body's reaction time becomes slower. This is just the nature of how our bodies work. Basically, our visions become impaired, our hearing becomes muffled, our hands become shaky, and our legs become weak. At some point, you will not be able to drive. For those who live near the public transportations, such as train stations, bus stations, or bus stations, going from one place to another may not be difficult. However, for those who live in rural or remote areas, it's challenging to travel, especially when you need to go to supermarkets to buy food or to go to clinics for medical appointments. Transportation becomes a challenge. Do you know that there are on-demand ride-sharing services available that you can order a driver to pick you up and drop you off at your desired locations? Taxi, Uber, and Lyft are few examples. In addition, you know that many senior centers, hospitals, and community service centers also provide transportation service. You may contact them and ask about the service. Let's look at personal health issues. When we get older, we usually have more physical and mental issues. This is just how the nature of our human body. For example, I don't eat a lot of candies and ice cream, but my glucose level still keeps increasing every year. I used to remember every little things I need to do every day. Now, I even don't know what I need to do in this afternoon. To improve your physical and mental fitness, it is better to interact with others. Though you can exercise by yourself, you'll feel easier if there are other people doing exercise together. There are wearable devices and fitness tracker available. Most of them can count how many steps you have been walking, and some of them have heartbeat sensors to measure your heartbeat rate. In addition, some big companies are investing a lot of research and development to add electrocardiogram or ECG sensors to detect any signs of heart disease by tracking the heartbeat rhythm. There are also wearable devices that can measure blood pressures and glucose level. To improve mental fitness, having social networks with the others as well as joining video or phone chat with your families or friends will do the trick. To keep the body healthy and to prevent illness, when we get older, we will need to take medication. Medication usually have instructions like take 4 pills a day, take 1 pill after meal, take 1 pill every 4 hours, but do not take more than 5 pills a day. Wow. How many of you strictly follow the medication guidelines and never forget to take medication? According to the Department of Health and Human Services, 55% of the seniors are not following the instructions on their prescription drugs order. That means they do not take their medication according to the doctor's instructions. In order to help seniors to take medication on time, there are smart pill bottles that will change the bottle color to let you know that it's time to take medication. In addition, some smartphone apps provide medicine reminders features to alert you that it's time to take medication. Do you know that social isolation is also a reason why some seniors don't take the medication? In this case, if their children or grandchildren can remind them to take medication, the senior will usually follow their so-called order. Next time, when your children or grandchildren call you, let them know that you want them to remind you to take medication on time. Believe it or not, a simple but warm reminder like, hey, grandma, remember to take the medication on time, will actually have a great and positive impact. We often hear about memory loss, dementia, and Alzheimer's disease are common causes of memory loss. Seniors with memory loss might not remember where they're going, what they're doing, and even what they are saying. As a result, they get lost easily if they're living alone. GPS or global position location checkers is useful because it can track the senior's whereabouts. Almost all smartphones have GPS sensors. You just need to download apps that let you and your loved ones connect. In addition, to prevent a senior from running away, bed and door alarms may be installed at home. They will give a beep sound whenever a motion is detected. This will also give an alert to other family members living in the same house. Finally, when we get older, our children, friends, or neighbors start moving out. Even our beloved one may leave us early. If we don't go outside and enjoy every day, as a result, we become lonely. This is especially true for those who live alone. Fortunately, there are many ways for us to not be isolated, not feeling lonely or sad. You may consider expanding your social networks by joining interest groups. Let's say if you like gardening, you can join the gardening group. In Sunnyvale, there's a Charles Street garden next to the Sunnyvale Public Library. If you like something but there's no such interest group, then you can organize one and let the others join you. Moreover, you may participate in community events. Next time, when you visit a senior center, ask them to give you an event catalog and see which event you would like to join. Last but not least, you can also find volunteer opportunities to learn new things, to meet new friends, and to help others people in this. In this talk, I briefly describe the Internet of Things and look at some smart devices that can help seniors to tackle daily challenges. We also saw how smart technologies can help transportation and health related issues. I hope you all enjoyed the presentation today and wish you all a wonderful journey in the upcoming years. It's my honor to be here with you all. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I am happy to answer your questions. Thank you.